Okay. Right. Shall we begin then? We've got some more people joining, I can see. Udari as well. Welcome, Udari. We have people from India, Delhi. Welcome. All right, Mr. Gurav, our IT specialist, if I can ask you please to present the screen. Let us begin. Thank you, Gurav. Right. Good evening. Good evening to many of you. My name is Vinod Siani, and I am the CEO at EducateMe Group. Today's date is the 16th of April. It's just gone 7 p.m. And we are here today to promote University of Law, one of our premium partners. We're going to start off by going through a number of slides about what EducateMe Group does and who are we. A little bit about us. And then we're going to move to introduce our colleagues, University of Law. We'll hand it over to our colleagues at ULaw, and we'll ask them to take us through a presentation about the wonderful things that they do and the course fees that they offer and the student experience one can get with them. Once that presentation is over with our colleagues at ULaw, we will then take back control, and I will then explain what the process is for you to make an application through us and how we will help you with your inquiry. So, EducateMe Group is a UK-based educational organization that provides consultancy to students. We provide rounded support for all of our learners of all stages of international study. That's who we are. Next screen, please. What do we do? Our aim is to make quality education more accessible to students all over the world, across the globe. Next slide, please, Mr. Gaurav. What is different about us? Our awards and our accreditations. We are consultancy that is accredited and have won awards from Pearson's. Pearson's is an English proficiency provider. Many of you perhaps have heard of IELTS. And IELTS has been the market leader for many, many years. And recently, many governments, universities have started to accept more and more English proficiency tests. And Pearson's is an alternative. And there is also language search that are alternatives to IELTS. So one doesn't need to perhaps choose IELTS. One can choose alternatives, which are often cheaper and often easier. Okay. We also have won the Business Awards. Thank you, Gaurav, for 2023 and 2024. Thank you, Gaurav. The next screen, please. What are the benefits? As an education consultancy, we believe in giving our rounded support, 100% of our support to each prospective student. We don't charge any money for our services. We don't believe in that. So all of the global service you need from us is given to you completely free of charge. We also are partnered with an organization named Student Circus. Student Circus are an organization that help international students with employment opportunities in the United Kingdom. So one of the added advantages one has is coming through making your application through us means you get another opportunity free of charge, access to employment opportunities. Okay. Other agents don't provide this. So this is something very unique to us. Okay. One Vasco, many of you perhaps know or have heard of it as VFS. VFS, now rebranded and named as One Vasco, are the organization between the governments of your countries and the government of UKVI, United Kingdom Visa and Immigration. The United Kingdom Visa and Immigration are the decision makers in making your visa. However, the organizations or the desk that you submit your application to is VFS One Vasco. Okay. Now we work with them as a premium guidance partner. And what that means is if you make your application through us, then there is a chance that they can check all your documents absolutely free of charge. And they can give you consultation in making changes where necessary to ensure that you are visa refusal risk-free. Okay? Thank you, Gaurav. If we can move on to the next slide, please. Right, so we now hand it over to our colleagues at the University of Law. I believe it's Mr. Wrong, is it?
Thank you, Vinod.
I'm so sorry. It's Miss Wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope you're well, Miss Wrong.
Very good, Vinod. And thank you for everybody's time to attend this webinar. Shall I start straight away?
Please do, please do.
Great. So my name is Ron, as Vinod already introduced, and I am Associate Director of Global University System, representing the University of Law. So our focus is to support our partners to help the students to encounter and resolve the issues during the whole recruitment enrollment process. So first of all, why ULaw? You might have heard about University of Law, but ULaw is not just about law. We offer business course across 6 campuses. So we will have London, Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, Nottingham, and we also offer online business courses. And we also have QS star rating system. We are rated as a 5-star university in QS. And also, as the University of Law, we have the famous law school. We are the longest established provider of legal education. So if any students interested in law and business, then we will be the top choice for students. And we just launched the science school, which I will have a slight touch at my later slide. Okay, next, please. The course offered, next slide. So today I will skip law school because if I'm going to introduce our law school, we will spend the whole day. So today my main focus will be PG business courses. And also on the right-hand side, you can see we also offer science courses, which are very popular for students who doesn't have related a bachelor degree, but they are thinking to change their career. We offer MSc Psychology conversion course and the MSc Computer Science conversion course for non-related background students. So on the left side will be our focus to talk through the courses we're going to offer for this coming September intake and onwards. So the most popular one is MSc Strategic Business Management and the Cybersecurity Management, which getting more popular in recent years. And for all PG business courses, we accept students without related background. But in personal statement, student need to, or in student's CV, they need to show the genuine motivation. And if the student have related background, work experience, that will be even better. And next will be project management, which is very popular in Nigeria market. Students with engineering background, they normally consider this course for the next level. And next will be corporate governance with company law. And next comes with business analytics for students who have some mathematic background. And marketing, MSc Leadership and Human Resource Management, and Corporate Financial Management, Human Resource with Employment Law. So our PG business courses are accredited by CMI, which is Chartered Management Institute. So outside of a master degree, student will also get a professional diploma from CMI. Okay, next slide, please. For the scholarship opportunity, we offer £500 early bird discount. So this applies to any student who pay cash deposit before certain date. So for this coming September, October intake, it will be 9th of June. So if you are interested in to apply the course with the University of Law, then please apply ASAP to secure your place, and then you will get extra £500 discount. And also we offer international bursary for every single international student, depending on which course you are going to apply. So that will be on our international scholarship page to show you which course are eligible for what kind of scholarship. Okay, next slide, please. English requirement, we have been asked a lot for the requirement of our courses. As I mentioned, we have law school, business school, and science school, which include criminology and policing. So for the requirement, please note, for foundation year, we have international foundation program, which is 1 year online program. And we also have integrated foundation year. So if students need visa to come to here to study, and you, because of your education system, is 12 years, but in the UK it's 13 years, you do not meet our 3 years LB or business courses undergraduate directly, then you will need to do an extra year. So if you study foundation year on campus with us, we will issue you combined CAS, which is 4 years. That's why our entry requirement for foundation year English will be higher than any other providers. So for law school foundation year, we require 6.0 with 5.5. And for business, we will require students, if they start foundation year on campus with us, we will need 5.5 across all components. And next, please. For postgraduate program, we will expect a higher English level from the students. However, if you achieve a degree from English-speaking countries, then we will exempt this requirement. And for the most students, they come to here to study like a law conversion course or a PG business courses. For law, we will have higher requirement for every single component. We will need 6.5 overall with minimum 6.0. For business degrees, we will require 6.5 with minimum component 5.5 across all components. Okay, next, please. Other accepted English language tests and IELTS score, we put a table here. Just now we not mentioned PTE. Please note we accept a PTE academic on-site test, but we don't accept a PTE online. So when you book the test, please make sure you book the on-site test. And our entry requirement for PG business will be 59 overall with minimum 52 in each component, which is very standard for students. And we also offer on the second row, you can see the University of Law English test, which is ULET. It's an internal English test, which is free for every conditional offer holders if English is your only pending condition. And if you book the test, you can only take once. If you cannot pass ULET, then you will need to arrange other tests like PTE or IELTS or TOEFL IBT. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, English test. This is the very common questions has been asked by many students. Who is ULET for? I just explained we open ULET for undergraduate or postgraduate offer holders if you apply with us. And how long is it? It takes up to 3.5 hours. And what does ULET test? It's quite similar with IELTS, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And how can students take ULET? The student will take the test online, and it's free of charge. And how students get the results? So after students take the test, book the test, they will need to do onboarding 1 week in advance. After completing onboarding and do some practice tests, uploading the passport information on the real day test, after they complete, within 5 working days, the result will be released to the students. And if student meets the condition, their offer will be automatically changed to unconditional offer. Next slide, please. The list of documents required for ULaw, which is very standard for PG business. So for students who already study in the UK or they have pre-settled or settled status, they will need to submit their passport with BRP card or share code. And if student has a long gap, for the fresh graduate, CV is not compulsory. But if student graduate more than 3 years, and then it's better to draft a CV and submit along with your application. So our admission will check if outside of your personal statement, and especially at the compliance interview stage, we will review your CV to see the link between your past work experience and your future career goal. And diploma with grades and translation in English. So we will need original document and the translated version in English. And motivation letter, we also call it a personal statement. Please note, for any student require CAS from the University of Law, we will need tailored personal statement from the students. So students will need to do enough research before they submit the personal statement, like what's their career goal and why they choose UK, why they choose the University of Law. If students apply second master, let's say, they will need to explain what's the link between your first master and second master, and how both master degree will combine to support your career goal. So that's very, very important, because if you submit a generic personal statement, which is not tailored for ULaw, Then at compliance stage, you will still be requested to submit another personal statement, which is tailored for the University of Law. And if you are requested at compliance stage, then that will impact like your the impression of the visa compliance officer to see if this student is genuine to apply U law or not. Okay, and at compliance stage, the visa compliance officer will request you on Cash Shield, which is the system for the university to manage the cash insurance. Then you will need to submit a bank statement. You will need to complete a compliance interview if you are from high risk countries. Okay, so at admission stage, you don't need to worry about the bank statement. So just submit your grades, translation, personal statement, passport, VIP card, CV if applicable. So very straightforward application process, documents. Okay, next stage, next slide. Employmentability partners. So as a very practical university, we initially started like 140 years ago to train all the UK practicing solicitors and barristers. So we inherit this spirit for business school as well. So for business school, we do not ask a student to write long dissertations because that's not how the real world practice. Now, we will encourage students to do lots of business projects. And every course, every year, we have advisory board coming from the famous companies, the top management team to review our course content to make sure our course does apply in the real world. And if you check our PG business courses, you can see our courses are all compulsory. We don't have optional courses to make sure it complies the requirement of CMI. And also we design this course to help students to practice in the real world after graduation. And we are so confident the student will succeed. So we have employment promise scheme, which means if the student cannot find a job in 9 months after completing their course, they will get 100% fees back, which made up of 50% as cashback and 50% as credit towards another course. This applies to online PG business courses and on-campus business courses, which attract many students to apply with us. Okay, next slide, please. So those courses which are included in our employment promise scheme, I just mentioned all PG business courses are under employment promise scheme. Outside of that, the practice course under law school, like you might heard of a legal practice course or LM legal practice course SQE1, 2. So those courses are included in our employment promise scheme. We don't want to refund every single student, which is why we have a team of 30 members from our career service support team to work very, very hard to support the students to get the professional job after they graduate. And the good thing is, if students accept their offer, they will they can start to book the consultation session with with our career service team. Okay, next slide, please. Application deadline. So the coming intake is June, which if for students, if you are based in the UK, you will have extended application deadline until May. But if you are overseas, then you will miss the June intake. For the next September intake will be open for overseas-based students. So please note application deadline is 29th of July for student based overseas. Because international student based overseas, you will need to time to apply visa, getting cash. That's why. But if the students don't need visa, your application deadline will be at the end of August or even early September. So the course start date, the next one will be October the 14th for PG business. Next slide, please. Making an application, I think that's for you, Vinod.
Thank you very much, Ron.
Thank you, Vinod.
Thank you. Very detailed presentation, I must say. And I hope our participants found that very, very useful. So I'm now going to take you through the process of how you would submit an inquiry to us. So please visit our website and you will see from our website, you will see download form. Okay, so you need to visit our website, www.educateme.group. Once you've downloaded the form, if you can complete that for us, please. It's asking for all the profile information we would need at an initial stage for us to gather what interest and what profile you meet. We would then ask you to email that to hello@educateme.group. Next stage, please. What our counselors and sales staff will do is look at your application, look at your profile, and then would contact you and then take you through by talking to you on a one-to-one, will take you through looking at your interest and how we can progress that to an application and an enrollment to our colleagues at the University of Law. Okay, so can I ask you please all to go and visit our university, our website, download the application, complete it, and then send it to us. We've got a couple of videos to show you. We've got a University of Law campus tour. People can look at this video. You can look at, we will be sending you a video recording where you can actually download the link. It'll be on our website. It will be available from tomorrow. So please do visit our website tomorrow at this time, and the link will be there for you to look at all the recordings of what we've got with this university and the links you can go through. We will, for now, just play one video, and that is for Taimur, please. Can I ask Gaurav to play Taimur, please? Oh, not sure if we're having some IT issues here.
My name is Timur Ismailov, and I'm studying the foundation year of the University of Law, the Business School. I like this university from the first presentation, and then I decided to come here. I think good helped me to create a prosperous future. After in the university, I'm going to do my career in designing, fashion, but Kanye West made something unique, and I want to be like him.
That's better. Thank you.
For the the most popular in all over the world.
Thank you, Gaurav. I think we just caught on the end of that. But like I explained, I do encourage participants, please, to go and visit our website where you can actually see the video here. Thank you, Gaurav, and see the video. Can I now ask, please, the participants, are there any questions any of you would like to ask either myself or the University of Law? And we've even got a graphic here. You can show your hand by raising your hand, okay? Thank you, Gaurav. Well done.
We have some questions in the chat, Vinod.
Okay. How can we help?
Manpreet has asked, they are a final year student at BTech CSE and they need MSc Computer Science.
Right. Ron, would you like to answer that question? I believe one of your slides did look at MSc Computing. Would you like to take that on?
Sure. I'm just checking for the BTech. Is it a bachelor degree equivalent?
Yes.
Okay, we need to send the document for admission to review. Where this qualification coming from?
She hasn't mentioned, but I think this is an Indian degree.
So it's an international. Okay.
Yeah.
Perhaps if we can encourage, what is the name of the student, please? Of the
Manpreet.
Manpreet.
Yeah.
Manpreet, I'm not sure. I hope you can hear us. Manpreet, I would encourage you to please reach out to one of our colleagues here, or if I can ask one of our colleagues, please, to reach out and see if we can follow up with that question. Is that all right? Are there any other questions would anybody like to ask? Okay, I hope it's been really informal. We will follow up, Ms. Rong, with all of our students who've attended. And I believe we did have quite a lot of people who had shown interest. Not quite sure why they didn't attend, but we will, of course, have our team look at that and follow up and see if we can get some more applications to you.
Great. Thank you, Vinod, as always, for your support.
Not a problem. We are here and we love working with you. So absolutely, we hope to see a lot more of you.
Yeah, let me know if you need any other event support, then I'm very happy
You're
to...
very kind. You're very kind. Thank you very much. Thank you. If we don't have any questions, may I call this a wrap then? May I call this to an end?
No, just a small update. I've shared a counselor's number in the chat, Mansi and Nancy. So the students can approach them tomorrow between 8 to 7.
Very good. Thank you very much, everybody, then. We'll put a meeting to the end, and thank you once again. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.